We welcome you to Patriot Place and a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough, Massachusetts. The kicker, Daniel Carlson, has this one teed up. And off we go here on Monday night. This one is fielded in the end zone, but it's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
On second down, it's May. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Throwing on third down is May. And that is incomplete. Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. And it's going to bring up fourth down. That is fielded at the 13. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now Milton. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They send the tight end in motion. On second down, here's Milton. That's complete to the rookie's second-round pick. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to.
Well, cover on the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Patriots force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll give it to Dobbins. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's Dobbins. Ooh. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Now it's Dobbins, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, it's May. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Max Crosby, motor always running, gets there for the sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
On 3rd and long, here's May. Going up top. And Marlon Humphrey is there, and he picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football at their own 23.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Milton. His throw left side is complete. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Throwing on 2nd down is Milton. He's going to run it. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. but sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
Quick throw, taken in, and he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Shotgun snap, and a give to Hall. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Each quarterback picked off in that turnover-filled first quarter. Here's a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun is Milton. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. A gain of 15 and a first down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and 1. Throwing is Milton. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it'll be 3rd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A run with Dobbins. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
To throw on 1st down is May. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
May to throw again. Has his man. It's Samuel. And he's in. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, New England. His 12th touchdown of the year. The extra point, up and good. And the Pats move out to a 7-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken just shy of the goal line. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Play action. Now it's Milton. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. "7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. We're back to Foxborough after this. Milton to the air on second down. He's going to air this one out. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is May. Throwing right. It's taken in. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They can keep the drive alive if they get to the 4, but facing 3rd down at the moment. They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. And it looks like he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Yes, he does. 1st and goal coming up.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, It looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit, and now it is 3rd and goal.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
On 3rd and goal, they'll run for it. No place to run there. Good job by the D to stop him at the 2.
It's now 4th and goal.
So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Patriots can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half. Closing seconds of this 1st half, and this kickoff is away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Milton. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And the Patriots are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
His drive will start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting 1st half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. On 1st down, here's Milton. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Looking to throw, it's Milton. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
To the air on third down is Milton. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, like living in these third and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They'll go. Here's Milton. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. Here's first and 10. Throwing again is Milton. Now the ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL, and if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Try and throw with Milton. A dive and a catch. Incredible. So on first and 10, here's Milton.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Second down and 8. Now Milton. He'll run again. Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. They'll look to pick this up, third and a yard. Fake the give, and now it's Milton. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
On fourth down, here's Milton. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On play action, here's May. That is intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
They put Adams in motion. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Milton. Quick throw here is complete. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. 15 yards the pickup. Good for a 1st down. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. They'll run the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Joe Milton. Touchdown, Jets. Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. His kick is good. And the Jets will tie things up. It's now 10-10. All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's May. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
So they failed to connect on another throw, and it's really been the story for both of these teams throughout this ballgame. I mean, neither offense can get anything going, and when you look at the scoreboard, it certainly reflects that.
Throwing on third down is May. Samuel has it working the middle. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. They're going. It's May. That's taken in. And he's going to have the Pats first down. As this defense can't come up with the play they need, they surrender a gain of 17 on fourth down.
Love the idea of going for it on fourth down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on fourth down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now, May. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
The Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
They'll motion over Samuel. A run on 1st and goal. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's May. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and to also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. Throwing now is May. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
So they lead by 3 here in this fourth quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll get about 5. Another run here with Hall. He'll have a Jets first down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Quick throw, taken in, and they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
There he goes, inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, New York. Carlson's kick is good. And the Jets make the lead 4. It is 17-13. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. This is 1st and 10. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. To the goal line and in. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Patriots. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First and 10. Here's Hall. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Hall. He'll have a Jets first down as he gets this up past the 35. They'll run it with Hall. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give them 6 on that play. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock is stopped. 47 seconds left here in the fourth. Now, second and 4. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second. And they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. And it's first and 10. They put Adams in motion. Milton now to throw on first and 10. Off he goes.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
They'll come up now for second down. From the gun, here's Milton. He'll let it go deep left sideline. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right, and I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
Milton from the gun here on third down. And that is hauled in on the right sideline. Right inside the chalk. A heck of a catch. Now, first and goal. Working out of the gun is Milton. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Here's Milton. He runs with it.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
What a game this has been. It hangs in the balance until the very end, yet somehow they get a touchdown here late, Mike, and it looks like they're going to be able to pull this one out in the final seconds of the game.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Here we go. One final play. He'll take a shot downfield from Musgrave. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Jets are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So this one a win for the visiting Jets. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play, and the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night from Foxborough.